right now there's a bigger problem that's facing every business. It's a market cap agnostic problem, and we're only seeing the very, very tip of it. And it's what we've deemed the great disruption, the coming great disruption. And it is coming, and it is coming fast. And it's AI. And AI is got a potential to completely change every business process. Everything that we have, that we've worked for our whole lives, can be taken over by artificial intelligence or a product of artificial intelligence over the next 5 years. And we've got to, as business owner, come to terms with what's coming and kind of be ready to meet AGI, or artificial general intelligence, artificial super intelligence, when it comes. Because if we're not, your business is going to get run over by it. And there's a period of time that if your business isn't prepared for the great disruption, it's going to be too late. You're going to be in a doom loop. What I'm advising customers to do now is to reevaluate every process that they have in their entire business. Not only look at it from an AI perspective, but also look at it from, do I have the best business processes in place to maintain the velocity required to keep up with AI? Because your human capital has to have, and your systems and processes have to have the velocity in order to compete with not only the AI competitors, but be able to change fast enough. And that's a hard thing for businesses to do, particularly businesses that have been around 30, 40 years and are multi-generational. You've got to look at everything from the ground up as if you're a new startup in an environment.
What's up? Yeah, like I can see it in terms of marketing. AI is, I mean, in the writing sphere and in the marketing sphere, writing landing pages, copy and all that. I mean, it's amazing the productivity, what you can do. Creating variations of ads, just, now with transcription, with editing. I mean, it's really incredible. I resisted it for probably about a year. I thought but now it's really getting good enough where it's having an impact. And it's very scary. The thing that scares me is that, if you, I don't know, let's say a million people would write articles, let's say in the US every year, it seems like with AI, there would only be room maybe for, I don't know, 10,000 or 1,000 to do so. So what are people going to do that, have no job, or their skill set now is no longer useful? AI can do it.
That's exactly the problem, is that AI has the ability to replace every single job role we have, and it will have the ability within the next 5 years. There's people saying, well, you could be a plumber. Well, sure, until they make a Tesla robot short enough to go underneath your sink with a plumber's crack. And when the Tesla robot is powered by AI and it can turn the wrench, now we're looking at a different world. And that's the world where, AI is ruling us. So we've created a 501c3 called In Service of Humanity. And the goal is to determine, what does it mean to have AI in service of humanity? Because right now, the way AI is being developed, it's quite frankly being developed so that we are in service of it, so that us humans. As a matter of fact, when I was doing some of the future casting and I was using AI to future cast, we used a bunch of different models. ChatGPT was one where that gave me a stark answer, and it literally took my breath away. And we were asking, what does the business of the future look like? What does it have to do in order to survive the great disruption? What's coming with AGI. And ChatGPT said the business of the future must take good care of the biological layer. Now, it took me a second. I said, what's the biological layer? I know what the crypto layer is. We're the biological layer. And like I said, it took my breath away, because that's how AI thinks of us. We're a layer in its program. And that's a problem. I live in the East Coast, where all of the data centers are set up in Virginia, in that area. And there's data center after data center after data center being built at speeds that you can't even imagine. And every time I pass these new construction sites, I'm thinking, that's us working for it, right? We're building up the infrastructure so that this artificial intelligence can blossom and take us over. And unless we have some strong guidelines, some strong rules in place, and we're actually going to be putting together a conference to write the constitution for artificial intelligence in terms of what it means to have AI that's in service of humanity, keeping it a tool. Unless we do that, and we do it quickly, we will be slaves to it. And that is not just hyperbolic. That is what's coming. And don't take it from me.
Will we be slave to it? I mean, why would it doesn't even need us. I don't know.
Take it from the people who have had knowledge of it before we did. Klaus Schwab. Remember when Klaus Schwab said, you will own nothing and like it?
I know. He'll own everything though, by the way. Don't worry. He'll take care of you.
Klaus Schwab says you'll own nothing and like it. He had AI in his foreknowledge. He knew that AI was coming. So the guy who took over for him, the new WF leader, said that 80% of humanity will be the useless class. Eric Schmidt said just recently, the founder of Google, said, we finally built a technology that will compete with humanity, not will serve humanity, that will compete with humanity. And that's the problem.